Hello, my name is Vojtech Petrucha. I am a postdoc researcher at the CTU in Prague at the Faculty of Electrical Engineering at the Department of Measurement. More specifically, I work at the Sensors and Magnetics Laboratory. If you want, you can check out this website maglab.cz to get more information. The topic of the presentation is racetrack Fluxgate sensor scaling versus noise, and I worked together with Mattia Butta on this topic. In this research, we present a comparison how the basic parameters, mainly the magnetic noise of the parallel Fluxgate sensor with a racetrack core, is influenced by the dimension of the sensor. The construction is still the same. It's a magnetic core from an amorphous magnetic material with excitation winding implied and with a pickup coil or pickup and compensation coil applied to it. At first, we manufactured basically three sizes of the sensor: A for the application where the space or the dimensions are the most sensitive parameters, up to the C where the final magnetic noise is the limiting factor. You can see the dimensions in the table here. And we were looking for some geophysical applications to get even lower noise than we were able to achieve with these sensors. It means something better than let's say 2.5 picotesla per square root of hertz at 1 hertz. The data which we had suggested that it should be possible by two ways. At first, we were looking at the demagnetization factor of the magnetic core, because this parameter basically influences the sensitivity of the sensor and thus also the magnetic noise. We can see that for the D size sensor, for the biggest one, the demagnetization factor is even lower than for the previous one. So it should mean that we could be able to get lower noise. And it was also somehow suggested by this plot of the noise figures for the smallest sensor, which is here 8 picotesla, for the medium-sized B, which was kind of 4 picotesla, up to the C, which provided 2.5 picotesla per square root of hertz at 1 hertz, and we were looking to get something somewhere below 2 picotesla with the biggest sensor. In order to get as low noise as possible from the magnetic material we have, we use a specific thermomagnetic treatment to change the orientation of the magnetic domains. At this photograph you can see the orientation of the tape casting. It is like this, as well as is the orientation of the magnetic domains in this as cast or as received state. In order to change the orientation, because for the parallel Fluxgate operation the domains should be oriented like to be perpendicular to the excitation field, we use a specific setup, very simple one, with a permanent magnet which creates the field oriented in the way we want it, with the racetrack core sitting above it. And of course, by hitting this whole setup, we are able to change the orientation like this. This is the 60mm long racetrack, and we can see that in the straight parts the domains are almost ideally oriented, but here in the round part it is not as good as we would like it to be. For the longest racetrack, for the 78mm long racetrack, the orientation in the straight parts is basically perfect, but still there is some room for improvement in the round part. Our latest finite element method simulation with ANSYS shows that probably by using some form of a magnetic yoke or a magnetic circuit, it could change a little bit the orientation of the field or improve it, and the domains could be better oriented in this part. The effect of the field annealing is visible also from the BH loop measurements. We can see that after the annealing, the BH loops are flattened and the coercivity is smaller. Currently, we were able to manufacture and measure the noise only for one piece of the D-size sensor, and it was basically 2.5 picotesla per square root of hertz at 1 hertz, which is the very same value as we got in average for the C-sized sensor. So we are still looking forward to manufacture more sensors to see the statistics or whether there will be some improvement or not. We want to improve the field annealing setup, as I mentioned, because there is, I think, huge potential in this area still, and we want to measure the other characteristics of the sensor, mainly the temperature dependencies and sensitivities of the main parameters. Thank you for your attention.